Let's look at a small house. It's an older one. It's got older interiors and it's empty. Empty is very hard to shoot. Not framing your angles just right. It's tough. It's so much easier when you have furniture. It's always easier in furniture. So we're going to go through the angles I chose for this house. And I also include virtual staging on this one. So virtual staging helps with visualizing the room. So when it's empty, it's sometimes hard to know which angles you're going with. So I have a package add-on. I include about 6 shots of different rooms. So it's 6 single images that you'll see in here that help visualize the rooms. This video is brought to you by AutoHDR. I use AutoHDR for all my image editing. I used to edit myself. I used to send it overseas, and now I use AutoHDR for consistency and perfect images all the time. Love their product. Stand by their product. If you want to try it out for yourself, go to autohdr.scottprokop.com and get it to use it for free for a month. It's amazing. You have to definitely try it. So I'm Scott Prokop. I've been shooting real estate for over 14 years. I've photographed over 10,000 homes in my city of Saskatoon up in Canada, and I've seen it all. And I shoot it all. I don't care if it's a repo ugly thing or a luxury home. I help the realtors sell homes. That is what the business is all about. So no matter what the challenge is, I have to step up and do my best. So here we have a home. We're going to have a mix of aerials, ground shots, and virtual staging. So here's the initial shot I did. So there was a tree or something in the front. So picking an angle, angles seem to be good, but every house is different. You can see there is a lot of foliage covering that house. So it was a challenge. My instincts cut those 2 trees in the middle, but you do your best to show the actual house. Next angle, again, from the drone, you see that tree in the front. So it's a challenge. And you also see there's a hint of that power line. So watching so you don't hit that. It's the end of winter, so there'll be hints of snow in here, and it's very brown, so it's blah. Next is the back of the shot. So for drone shots, I like front of the house, front yard, back of the house, and then backyard. So those are the keys. It shows you the exterior. You know you got the house. There's a back alley because the garage has a door. Unfortunately, we still have snow on this side because it's a shady side. But it tells the story of the yard, the house, and how much space we got outside. Now we dive right into the inside. So I want to start with a nice shot that shows the house with its potential. So that's why I went with a virtually staged first. So I knew in my mind, this is the shot I wanted, so I chose this angle. This is what it actually looked like empty. So very boring, but the door, it's just over here as you enter. I'm looking towards the front of the house and those trees, and shows the flooring, shows everything. But when you look back at the staged, it really helps visualize that space and how much it could look like. It just shows the potential, basically. Next, I picked the angle. So this is towards the door, showing that closet, framing it up, show from the window on this side to another door over here, which goes to the kitchen. Keep turning. So I'm moving around the room slowly. So I'm also using the walls on each corner. It helps keeps the vertical. It showcases the whole room. If I wanted to stage this, when you have the corners, it helps for the placement in the furniture in that part. So I'm just going around the room. Next, we go towards the dining room. So I have this virtually staged, so showing the furniture. So I use virtualstaging.ai, and if you go in the comments below, there's a link. That's my affiliate link. Definitely recommend it out. So when you have the shot, this is the shot empty. Think about where things are going to be placed, how you frame it, and then you go in virtual staging AI, upload your photo. They'll give you 3 results. Pick one that you like. If you don't like it, you can just regenerate. It just uses, you don't use extra credits, but it automatically puts in the furniture, the picture, and makes it look amazing. Next, just changing my angles, going around the living room, And you'll see with AutoHDR, you got very consistent, very nice, clean walls, and it looks great. Now we're just going, you can see the dining room just over here in the light, just a hint of it, and we're heading into the kitchen. So it's a smaller kitchen, but we want to showcase all the appliances, what's there, the backsplash. So I like picking the angle. It's going to make it look slightly bigger, looking dead on. So I always like this shot as you're washing the dishes or whatever. You can look out the window. It's out towards the backyard. I love it when they put a window above the sink. It just feels better. Next angle, yes, we got in the foreground, we got over here, we got the stove and everything, sink, and the left third of the image. So when you think about composition, you have the rule of thirds, and this is how I like placing things. So we have the sink in one part of the third, and then to the right, we got just showing how big the fridge is. It's stainless steel, and then going back. So we can have a little seating area right here. So it's just tying in, you got understanding of where you are. I have the stove on one side and fridge, and then you have this little seating area or whatever you want to put there. Now we're going to dive right into the main bedroom. So when it's empty, this is older house. All the bedrooms almost look the same size. The third one's definitely smaller, but you have to pick out which one. It's just a closet in here. There's no ensuite bathroom. So I like to go from biggest to smallest, and this is what I would consider the primary bedroom. And this is the staging that it picked for it. So you can see, again, nice consistent colors across. When I'm thinking about this, so this is the shot empty. I'm thinking for the virtual staging, I include the walls on each side. So it helps placement of everything and filling in the room. Next, just looking back at the closet and door, straight on, going to the bathroom. So again, a nice small bathroom. I have a wide angle lens like most of you do. So watch your stretches, how it stretches the corners. So it's tough. It's very tough. But here I wanted to show the whole bathroom, sink to shower. Then I just switch it up. I go back and show just the sink. Next bedroom. So I'll show you empty. So there was that shelf in the corner. I should have taken it out for the virtual staging, but I left it because it's mounted. But this is the angle. So you see a bit of the closet way over here on the right, the shelf and the left wall. So this helps with the virtual staging to help fill the room, understand where placement is, and then you'll see how it adds other items in the proper places. So think ahead if you're doing virtual staging. This helps the AI pop everything in. So I pick that angle and then going straight back. Closet, door, shows the back and how the room lays out. Next room, and again, this was empty. So you see closet on the right, wall on the left. So this helps with the placement of everything. And you can see with AutoHDR, the nice clean consistency of the walls. You're getting a lot of blue light coming from here, and it just keeps it nice, clean, and the white balance is awesome. Color casting, minimal. I didn't have to do anything. So I used the kids setup, I guess it is. So instead of an adult bedroom, I went with kids because I saw lots of purples and it selected all these pinks. So I think it helps tell the story of this room, and it looks so much better than, empty. So you go back and forth. I'm going around the room. So yeah, as I go, showing that there's 2 closets. Next, we head into the basement. So any basement shot, I love starting with the living room or the main room and going from there. So it's a very big open basement. So showing it empty, it's okay. It's blah. But when you put furniture in there, it tells the story of that room, and it really gives it a little bit of pizzazz. It really helps sell it. So this was the virtual stage for that room, and I'm just going to go around the room slowly, show the different angles and how it looks empty. Next, there's a bedroom down there. So this is what it looked like empty. So this was the biggest part I wasn't sure what to do with, and I just let AI figure it out. So again, You got cupboards on the left, wall on the right. This helps with the placement of all the furniture and make sure it looks good. And this is what we got. So this is virtually staged. You'll see that pipe. I didn't Photoshop it because it's permanent. So this is what you could do. Once you place everything, you kind of hide it back there, and how you can use the room. There's a lot of room in here to place your furniture. And I love that the virtual staging.ai furniture you put aside, even put a little plant on the shelf. Looks amazing. Next, we're just going around the room, show those shelves, show that there's a walk-in or a closet, I guess, not necessarily walk-in. Next is the bathroom. This was tough because these are those small little bathrooms and there's a shower here. And this is as wide as I can go. So watching, because it's going to make the shower. But I wanted to tell the story. Like, this looks really nice, modern sink, and you got a shower. So it's not a tub. It's not a full bath in the basement. So showing everything, it's not the greatest shot, but it tells the story. So that's what you have to remember sometimes. Next, we head into the laundry room. So showing what appliances are there. And you also have a sink right nearby. So some people love it, some people don't. I find it very useful in ours. And then looking back, so showing the whole room. You'll see it's a newer furnace hiding in there. We got a central vac. It's funny when I look at this now. It's like, maybe I should organize that a bit better, but I didn't. Now we head outside. So that was the story of the whole house. Now we head back out. Here's the front. So if the realtor loved this shot, they can also use this. I shot it ground level, not drone, but you can see the right. It's just all those trees are covering everything. It's just not pretty. Next, drone, we're heading up a little higher, showing the yard. Street shot, ground level. Backyard, so yeah, this is from the ground. So showing the back of the house. And then I'm just shooting from the ground here, showing the different angles, showing what the yard has for potential and space. Just walk around. So next I forgot to Photoshop the garbage out. I hate when you see the garbage cans. And it's funny, I delivered this and now I'm like, oops. So yeah, before I show the inside of the garage, I like to show the door, the outside of the garage. Next, we head inside. Nothing pretty. It's just garage. So I love to show these, and it's up to the realtor if they want to include it in the listing. This one's not too messy. It's just okay. It's average. It's not finished. But I always call shots like this record shots. So same with, say, your furnace shot or whatever. If someone's buying from out of town, and they're just like, what's the inside of that garage look like? The realtor has it, they can email it, they can send it, they can text it. If it's not in the listing, it's up to the realtor. I'm there, I might as well include it and work my magic, do the best I can. From my drone shots, I love the top-down shot. It shows the whole yard. It tells the story of the yard. So front, you got a driveway all the way. You got one part of the backyard, the second part, garage, and that's how that frames it all up. Another useful thing for realtors is if someone's looking at it later, they get an appraiser and there's something with the roof. You have this shot. It shows the roof. I've seen ones with bad shingles, so it's also a red flag. It's like, hey, before you list this, maybe check this out or fix it. Next are my neighborhood shots. So I love including these. This is my biggest upsell to sell more drone add-ons and sell my drone package with photos. So it's my main package I sell a lot. Photos, drone, and floor plans. And this is how I tie in the home to the neighborhood. So what's important? It's a family home. You see it around here. I put a pin on it. How close are we to the park, the school, and then shopping's not too far away. I include a north arrow because I include multiple shots, and this helps frame it as I'm going around. I understand where I am, but other people might struggle, so that just helps for clarity. Again, we got the home, short distance to a park, and a school back here. So it depends. Once they research the home with school their kids might want to go to, they can pick. They see it here. What's great with this home, it's average. It's not fancy. It's going to maybe need some updates. But what really can sell it for a family is my kids can walk to the park. My kids can walk to the school. It tells the story of that neighborhood. You really want to include shots like this and use those pins. Next, just changing up, showing how big this park was. So it's a huge park going across. We got schools on each end. Park a little further. So the neighborhood ends at the street. So the kids would go to school here, but back here, there's more schools, more parks. Shopping back here, it's amazing. And just turning, so I'm looking straight from the home. You see the home here, so I'm looking straight front of it. And again, tying in those parks. We got a mall back here, school. This is the high school versus elementary. So that's why it's a little further. But again, family, they're going to see this. They're going to love it. So that's my closing shot. So I always end with the neighborhood shots. I like to focus on the house and what it looks like, and then go to these shots. So if you like what you're seeing here, I hope it adds value. I hope you understand composition, how you can take the right shot. So if you're using virtual staging, the virtual staging app just puts them in, puts the furniture in correctly, and you just pick if you like it or not. If you like the colors, if it's pink bedding, blue, whatever, just hit refresh, try again. But again, empty houses, hard to shoot, and they're also hard to understand. So virtual staging is a useful add-on. So just a summary of the shoot. So I started outside. I like the drone shots. They're different. Showing the front of the house, front yard, back of the house, backyard, and then we go through the house. We're going living room, dining room, kitchen, main or primary bedroom, bathroom. So it kind of resets your head of your mind, I guess, as you're going from transitioning. Instead of going bedroom, put a bathroom between it. It makes your mind say, hey, we're switching. Then you go to the next bedroom. And if they're different colors like this one, it is so easy to see you're switching bedrooms. So yeah, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom. And then we went in the basement. We showed the whole family room, bedroom, bathroom, and then laundry. That was the whole inside. That's my go-to basically of delivery of the order of the photos. And then we head outside. So we're doing more outside shots, and then we do the neighborhood tie-in shots. Tells the story of if a family, where kids can go to school, how far they can walk to the park. So those are huge. They add value to the listing. So I hope you love this. I want to do more videos with different styles of houses, condos, whatever. How I shoot, how I deliver. I want to add value. I want to get you being a better photographer and making you think about, hey, I never thought of shooting that angle maybe. So hope it adds value. If you have any comments below or any feedback about what I shot, I'd love to hear from you. I want to help you grow as a business, as a photographer. So please don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll see you in the next video. I want to do more of these. So in the comments, what is your hurdle? What kind of house? Is it a rental? Is it a luxury? I'm going to do a whole series of these. So stay tuned and hit the like button and follow along for more videos. Thanks.